Wide Open Outdoor Adventures with your host, Dave Altiera. We'll make you a better sportsman.
Subscribe to the Wide Open Sportsman YouTube channel today. Altiera with Wide Open Outdoor Adventures. On this YouTube post, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about food plots. In fact, it's 2.5 weeks before whitetail season here in South Texas. I'm heading over to a ranch that's got 3 food plots. I've already got 2 of them in the ground. I'm going to show you how I use a Ranger Polaris plowing device and seeds to actually plant and get the seeds in the ground. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how I broadcast the seeds into the area and then how we till them with a Ranger Polaris from Tuttle Motors. Stay where you're at right now. Maybe you'll learn something. Let's do it. Seed in the ground, baby. I gotta get all my gear, I gotta get my seed, I gotta get my ways of dispersing the seeds, loading the Polaris, getting ready to put it in the ground. These are the oats right here. This is the buck buffet, man. They love this. Wait till I show it to you. Good stuff. This is my little disperser. Hand worked. Let's get it. This is a small little plot of land. For a small place like this, all you need is a bucket, a corn feeder on the front of this Polaris Ranger, and a disperser like this that you can use by hand. Put seed in the ground. Rain's coming. I gotta hurry. This is my sun grazer, rye grass. I told you I've already done 2 food plots. This is number 3. I can feel it starting to rain. Gotta move. Might as well put some corn out too. First step is to get the seed on the ground. Then we use the tiller to put the seed down in the ground. I'll show you. All right, this is a 35-acre place. It's a big rectangle. So it's this big, huge rectangle. It's got a hay field in the front. It's got a thicket here in the middle section. And then as we move toward the back, there are 3 food plots. This is the first food plot. As I said, I've already done the other 2 food plots with what I'm going to show you today. So the 3 ways to disperse seeds are including just a bucket and shooting it out by hand. If you want to be more precise, they have these broadcasting devices. You crank it. It's got different settings right here. So you can see if you want to make that hole there bigger or smaller. Or come to the front of the Ranger. I'll show you this. The 3rd way to disperse your seeds is with a corn feeder like this. Now I've got a lot of corn in here, but guess what? We got to start feeding these deer. So I'm going to put this corn out and then I'm going to empty this 40-pound feeders on the front of the Ranger, and I'm going to put oats in here and disperse oats in an area that I'm choosing to grow a food plot. That'll bring in the big bucks. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. I'm gonna put this Buck Buffet Wildlife Blend. I'm gonna put it really all the way around this feeder and work my way out. This is very expensive seed. This is $50 for this bag, but I wanna make sure that I disperse it in the areas that are best in line with the blind here that they've set up for this little plot. Look at this stuff. Is that cool or what? This is the magic. Look at the colors in this blend. You can see why it's expensive. It's so pure. It's basically liquid gold. And all you got to do is disperse it. This is the ryegrass. I'm gonna be a little more selective where I put this. I definitely want it to be on top of that buck blend. These are my friends, the oats. Guess what? It's raining. All right, let me show you my little rig here. I tied 3 1/2 hitches onto here. So just 3 1/2 hitches does the trick. You gotta make sure you have enough slack to tie those good knots.
The #1 goal with a food plot is to have a doe party. Bring in the doe and the bucks will follow.
All right, the rain's coming down very light right now. I think I got the seed in the ground. There's still some seed right here you can see on the surface, but there's also some down inside. Let's head back to the back food plots. I'll show you those before the real storms come. We're getting it done on Wide Open. All right, I'm showing you now the middle plot. This food plot, you know, is pretty good size. It's about maybe 100 acres, but I only really wanted to plant seeds in the area that's around the feeder. The deer blind is over here on the back side. It's about a 100-yard area, and I got basically circular track here that I just drove around many times. And one of the tricks is not just to keep going in circles, start going crossways to it and really till that soil, get those seeds down in. So when Mother Nature brings that rain, they can sprout and come to life. The mix that we're using is excellent for white-tailed deer. They have a good nourishment in it, protein. It's something they really come to. And when we have a hard freeze, the mesquite leaves will fall off of the leaves, fall off of the trees, and ultimately the deer are looking for something good to eat, and they'll come to your food plot. All right, guys, this is my favorite food plot in the whole wide world. Here in the little place in the back is the food plot that I've done some of the most amazing filming of white-tailed deer, hogs, bobcats, coyotes, and of course my Rio Grande turkey friends have been here too. This little alleyway here in the back behind the feeder is called Big Buck Alley. And these big bucks, they come in strong, and they come in during the middle of the rut to my food plot. And we tilled this ground, we put those different kinds of seeds that I just showed you, and all I'm trying to draw into this food plot, all I'm trying to draw in is the doe. During the rut, the bucks are gonna find the doe. So I want 15 to 20 doe in this food plot. It's all about preparing for the hunt. Some people think, oh, I'm a really good hunter, I can hunt. You got some pre-work to do if you really want to bring in the big bucks. You really want to have a lot of deer in your area.
2.5 weeks later, we have a lush, green food plot to draw in the doe. Remember, if you bring in lots of doe, the bucks will follow.
So here's the deal. I hope you learned a few things on today's YouTube post on food plots. That's what I'm talking. We got seed in the ground. I love it when a plot comes together.
Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in a wide open outdoor adventure. Special thanks to our amazing sponsors. We couldn't do what we do without them. Visit wideopensportsman.com every day for your daily fix of adrenaline. Just get out there. You know, it's always wide open.